A common misconception about 3D printing is how expensive it is. Right here, I got my first ever project and arguably my best cosplay in front of me, and now it's time to see how much it costed me. When you get down to the root of it, 3D printing is really not that expensive. In this video, I'll break down the price of this cosplay, going from accessories to props to get an accurate gauge on how much this actually really all costed me. I will be comparing the price from places like Etsy, eBay, and other shops you can get 3D printed props and stuff like this from to the actual price that it made from me. And let's be honest, y'all getting scammed if you go to those sites. I'm gonna just be real, you gonna get scammed, so don't do that. This video is gonna be talking about everything. It's gonna be talking about the helmet, the gauntlet, the backpack, the collar, everything, the symbol, even the clothes, the accessories. I'm getting down to everything. We're gonna have a full price list on everything you need to get yourself a Prowler cosplay if you ever wanted to cosplay Miles Prowler from the famous movie. Let's get it. First, let's talk about the actual material you'll need to actually print something out. Filament, you always need filament. How much does filament cost? Now, you can get a bundle of these of two. I love using Sunloo. Sunloo is a good brand, but it really doesn't matter which filament you use and go with. This filament right here for 2 kilograms, 2 whole rolls of these, cost me $24 with tax on Amazon. Other places might charge you $20. It really fluctuates. If you get it on Amazon, you can get it for a cheap deal, $24. This is the first thing you'll need to even get it on your printer to let the printer do its job and start printing everything out. So once you're actually done printing everything out, you will need sandpaper. This box of sandpaper ran me about $8 to $12. I'll throw a picture right here. Really not a bad deal. You get all the pieces you need, you get everything you need. You will need sandpaper because you want your thing to look smooth, you want it to look good, so you will need sandpaper. Recommend you get this on Amazon because this is where I got the box. You could probably get it at Home Depot, Lowe's, any home appliance store. Get it off Amazon. Cost me about $8 to $12, not too bad. And I'll have a price list of everything we talk about in this video right here, so you guys get an accurate gauge on what I'm talking about. To help with the smoothing and sanding process, I use Bondo Spot Putty. This costed me about $13. I used 2 of these throughout my whole entire project. Cost me $26 for the entire thing. You will need Bondo because it will mitigate your layer lines. I always talk about this in my previous videos. Get yourself some Bondo. Next, we have the paints. I use both spray paint and hand paint. I used 3 cans of the spray paint. It costed me $21 on the higher end, and I only use 1 of these. Literally this one that I have in my hand, I use just this. Cost me $2 at Michael's. I'll have the price up, and that's it for the paints. It really wasn't that bad. Now for the assembly of the actual helmet. As for the magnets, clips in and out, it costed me $10 for the magnets. I got these dust filters. Shout out to my brother. I got the dust filters for free. Then I got the lights. This costed me about $30 on Amazon to put the lights in. Not really too bad, just a little bit, a couple of details that you don't really have to do. It's up to if you want to do it. That's basically it for the assembly. I have magnets all in there. I only use 1 pack of magnets, and with $10, I can't really go wrong with that. So the lights were actually $20. It actually wasn't $30, so we're gonna deduct the price off that. But all in all, this entire helmet ran me $111 for the entire helmet, the details, everything. Also, this is not counting the stuff that I reused from past projects. If you reuse stuff from past projects, that price is only gonna drop because you're always gonna have these materials. I'm just giving you guys a flat rate on the materials that I actually used for this project, and it's $111. Now let's compare it to the others that put the same helmet, the same exact model on their websites and on their listings, and let's see how much we can compare to. On the screen here, we have one for $274 plus tax. That's gonna run you about like almost $290. With shipping, damn near $300. They're selling this for $300 basically, with everything, taxes, shipping and handling, all of that. When you can make it yourself for only $100, you can save yourself $200 if you just craft it yourself. I'm telling you, they be taxing on you. They be taxing. I had to make a video. They be taxing. And now let's do one more so y'all think I'm not just picking out one or the other. Bam, another $250 helmet. Instead of paying $250, make it yourself with way cheaper materials. You can overuse the materials to different projects. I'm just gonna keep giving y'all a flat rate throughout this video because that is insane. Now it's on to the gauntlet part of the video. First things first, you know the base, $20 for the filament. It's always gonna run you about $20. I used the same roll that I used for the last one. So with the 2-pack, $20 for 2. I'm just gonna say $20 as a flat rate. Then we got the sanding part of it. I reused the sandpaper from the last one, so that is also free. Then I used the paints. I've only used 2 cans. I reused for the purple. I reused the paint for the last one. Like I said, as long as you reuse stuff from different projects and know how to format and space your stuff out, you won't need to pay for it again. I reused the paints. I only used 2 new paints, which was the white gloss base coat that make it all shiny. More on the video of that, I'll put it right here. And then also I did use the metallic paint to get the metallic look. I reused the primer, of course, so only $14 to paint this entire thing. It was only $14. Then as for the assembly, it's magnets as well. so that's another $10 cost. This was very cheap coming from the other projects and the other materials that I already had before. So with that all being said, this entire thing costed me $44 to actually print, paint, assemble, do everything for the entire Gauntlet piece of the cosplay, which is arguably like the most important piece of the cosplay, and it only took me $44. Now, if you do want to do everything flat, you don't have any more materials, it'll run you about 60 to 70. I'm just gonna throw like a little estimate, about 60 to 70. That's still very cheap, but most likely you can reuse some materials. If you're already doing 3D printing stuff, you can reuse. It took me $44 to make this actual Gauntlet. Now, comparing the Gauntlet that I made for $44, and if you use fresh materials, the estimate I made for $60 to $70 for just fresh materials, I'm gonna throw up a Gauntlet right here. It is $170 plus tax plus shipping. You're paying around $200 for a Gauntlet that you can make yourself for only $70, a fraction of the price. I highly recommend y'all start making your own props and doing your own things. I understand why the Etsy shops, they tax, because they gotta make money too, and who knows how much money Etsy is taking from them, from these different shops and these props and these creators, so they gotta make money too. But I highly recommend you make your own props and stuff, because $200 is outrageous for a prop you can make yourself for way cheaper. Now it's time to talk about the collar and the symbol. For these, $20 flat rate for the filament, of course. I use the same paints for this as this and this. Costed me $14 for the paint. The black satin you see right here was also free. I used it from the past projects. And the Velcro down here was fairly cheap. It was around $8 to do for the Velcro. So that is about it. That's everything I use for this. There's not really crazy assembly, crazy anything. I used the same Velcro for this as I did all of this. So that is basically it for everything about the collar and the symbol. Very cheap. So all in all, to pay for both of these, I paid $45 to make these two right here. And of course, we're gonna do it again. I'm gonna compare it to other places you can get the collar and the symbol. So upon looking at everything, or looking for everything, I couldn't find anybody else who made the collar or the symbol. That's another reason why I recommend you print and do your own things, because a lot of people do not sell it. A lot of people only sell the models for it. And I will get into the model cost of everything at the end of the video, so stay to the end if you want to see how much these models actually cost. Very cheap, by the way. But yeah, I looked everywhere and I seen nothing on people making the collar and the symbol. Another reason why you should make it yourself. Now it's time to get into this gigantic thing right here. Another misconception about 3D printing is huge props like these cost a lot of money. That is a lie. Do not believe that. Some do, some don't. Most of the time, big props like these, they don't cost a lot of money. Unless it's like multicolored and different stuff like that, it is not a lot. Now, for this, as always, $20 flat rate for the roll of filament. It took me one roll. Yes, one roll of filament printed all of this out. Then primer as well, $7. One can of paint for this whole entire thing. It was all one color. Another $7, so $14 for the paint. $2 for the craft paint that I used for the purple. Then I used my other metallic paint that I used for the screws, so I used it from a different project. And then the elastic is about $8 to $10 for just a roll of elastic that I use for many other different projects, but I'll do it as a flat rate. It's about $8 to $10. Bondo as well, I use from different projects. And Loctite glue. Get yourself some Loctite glue. I cannot say that enough in my past videos. Loctite glue, spent about, I would say, $8 to $10 for the whole thing of Loctite. So all in all, this backpack right here, it costed me $52 to make this entire backpack. Around 52 to 60 depending on the products, because some people like to up their products, some places like to lower their products. $52 to create this entire backpack. If you create it fresh and you have no other product laying around, nothing from different projects, most likely you won't. This will cost you upwards from $65 to $70. Still not as bad as what other people are selling it online for. It is so insane. Now again, I looked all over to see if anybody is selling this backpack. Nobody is selling this backpack. That's why I say you guys will have to make your own props, because not a lot of people sell different props, especially if it's very niche. It's going to be very difficult to find the props, and even if it's very difficult and you do find the prop, it's going to be very expensive to pay for it, because people will upcharge. That's why I say make your own stuff, learn how to make it, and you'll be set. Now it's time for the clothes and accessories. How much did I pay for the clothes and accessories on my Prowler cosplay? First, you got this craft t-shirt from Michaels. This only costed me $3. $3. And look how high quality this shirt is for $3. Then I got this jacket right here. It's from Fabric of the Universe. I'll put them right here. This costed me $122. It's high quality, so I get why it's so expensive. They make high quality tech wear gear, and this was $122 right here. Finally, we got the pants. These are also from Fabric of the Universe. These costed me $99, and these are like really great pants. If you're into tech wear, you could just wear this in casual. This costed me $99, and that is very much it for the clothes. As for the accessories, I have this police combat belt. I got it for $25 on Amazon. I put a picture of it right here. It's just a basic police combat belt. Then I had this from a last project, but just in case, I'm gonna do a flat rate. Elastic, I got this for $8. It's the elastic I used for the last couple of clips if you've seen, and that is basically it for the accessories and everything else. Yeah, I'm assuming everybody has socks, so I'm not even gonna go into detail on how much my Nike socks cost. I'm assuming everybody has socks. Now for the shoes, I'm not even a crazy sneakerhead, so I'm gonna be honest, I do not know the price of these shoes. I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna put it up right here. I'm gonna just ask my homie after this video like how much for these shoes so I can put it up with post-processing. Hey, don't blame me now. But yeah, I'm gonna put the price of these shoes up. This is just miscellaneous. This won't even add it to the final cost. You can use whatever shoes you want. I'm assuming you guys probably have boots, Vans, whatever you want to use for the shoes. These are just miscellaneous. I thought I'll add it in just to get like an accurate gauge on pricing on everything. So with everything I talked about in this video, the entire Prowler cosplay ran me, drum roll please, $509. Yes, $509. That is including everything that rolled over from past project. This is how much I paid because I had a lot of stuff roll over from different projects that I could use, that I could just stretch out. $509. If I had to put an estimate on how much you would be paying if you didn't have any like products or anything roll over, I would have to say probably another $100, probably like $600 to $650, which is still not bad at all. But most likely if you're making a Prowler project, you will have stuff roll over from different projects. So I'm gonna say $600 flat rate from everything fresh. That is not bad. Now you can get a low quality version of the cosplay right here. I'll put it on the screen for about $200 to $300, and it doesn't even come with nearly as good as quality as if you made it yourself. And of course you'll pat yourself on the back because you made your own great project and you made your own cosplay. That is all need to be said. As always, wrapping up this video, I want to thank y'all for all the support on the recent videos. I just wouldn't have the motivation to get up here to keep doing these videos, keep grinding, keep being consistent if it wasn't for y'all supporting me. So thank y'all so much for the support. And I wanted to try something new for this video. I have had this idea for a while. I had this idea for a long time, and a lot of people come up to me during conventions, how much does this cosplay actually cost? How much does it cost to actually make a cosplay like this? And I always wanted to make a video like this, so I was like, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna do something new while making this video, so it's not like my normal other videos. Let's have some diversity on the channel. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, I always love y'all. Thank you so much, and I will keep getting these videos out. Like I said, weekly uploads. And this might not be a weekly upload. It might come out another week. It might be like 2 weeks, but still, we staying consistent, we staying on our grind. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, your night, whenever y'all motherfuckers is watching this video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. D&B on top. Peace.